Hello everyone, I'm G.H. Chandran. In this episode of Beeble's Hotspot, we are going to see about Wolfram Alpha. It is a high-level calculator that can do all kinds of calculations, from basic math to future predictions. So in this video, we are going to see about some of the examples of what WA can do, how it works, and also see how it differs from a search engine. So let's get started. Wolfram Alpha is a powerful tool. That is why it has no other alternatives. Instead of saying what Wolfram Alpha is, we shall see what it can do. So head over to wolframalpha.com. As I said before, it is just a calculator. So let's get started with a simple math. Just type in pi. We shall see the result. Just look at the number of digits that it gives. If it's not enough for you, just tap on the more digits button. You will get a lot more. This is a perfect example that shows what Wolfram Alpha can do. Whatever we give, it has its own data, computes with our data and returns the result. This is just a simple math, right? We shall go further too. I'm typing a mathematical equation. It returns the result. Wait, it also gives some step-by-step answers for those results too. And it also maintains a database too. Just type in population. It returns the current world population and its data. The search can be even filtered. Just give it a location. The population of that location is here. And I want to know the population on a particular date. Just give it the date. It's computed and on your screen. What if you don't know the date but know an incident? Don't search it twice, give it the incident too. The result is here. Not just these, it can also do more. For example, just type in a site name. It gives all the info about the site. What if you want to compare it with another site? No worries, add the weightage, you get the results. For this, and more. It can also do some real-time calculations too. If I type in ISS, it gives the current location where the International Space Station is. And it can also calculate where it will be in future time. Look at here. Not only maths, but WA is also the topper in any calculations. Let's take word problems in this case. If I type this, it shows all the possible combinations can be given for this sequence. It also fits the number series and more you don't even expect, like colors in this case. As I said, it as a supercomputer in the pocket, it does many high computational calculations too. Let's try this. Look, it even calculates how long one can live. It's crazy, right? When speaking about the conversions, it does more. More means way more. Look here, if I just type 6,000 words, look at the conversions that it gives. Cool. One more. If I type this, what would you expect? But look here. There are more. I hope this is the ultimate calculator you have ever seen. If it's not enough for you, click on this examples button. You get a lot more. Neatly organized. With all this in, this is just the tip of the iceberg. There is really a lot happening with this pocket supercomputer. If you wonder about how this thing works, no worries, I've got the answer for you. Wolfram Alpha is a computational knowledge engine. It means it works as a calculator. Every time we type a number, it gets calculated and returned as an answer. That is exactly what's happening with this pocket supercomputer. You just give it a query and it calculates and returns the answer. But wait, there are some problems with it. It is not a simple calculator to perform operations only in numbers. It needs data to get processed, and the data have to be updated in real time and easy to consume. In every search query, you can see this source button. It just gives all the sources from where the data is collected. Then the curated data will be stored in huge databases for easy accessibility and quick calculations. Then it needs a search query from the user. That is, if I type like this or this, it must understand what I am trying to say and get the results for me. This is done by linguistic processing. It takes the input and converts it into a general format, which is easy to process. And the processed data is moved to an algorithm. But wait, which algorithm? In Wolfram Alpha, there are thousands of algorithms made specifically for every use case. So it must have to choose the right one. That is where Mathematica comes in. It is a programming language specifically made for analytics and heavy computations. And the good part is it is more user friendly. That is, the algorithm for every use case is not made by a programmer. The algorithms are made by a math teacher, a scientist, or whomever. They may not know what a program is or how to code. At that time, a user-friendly program is necessary. So at that place, Mathematica's arms rise. It takes the processed input and gives it to that one specific algorithm in a supercomputer to get the results. Now, the data is here, but it must have to be given to the user in an easy to consume way. That job is also done by Mathematica. It is uniquely powerful in representing the data in various forms. It can work with words, tables, lines, various kinds of graphs, statistics, and more. So now the data is processed and came back to the user as answers. But someone may think that many of these answers are already available in the search engine itself, and why should I use this? That's a good question. Here we have to know the difference between a search engine and a computational engine. A search engine is a thing that returns links to the answers that are already made by a user. And a search engine is not intelligent enough to compute its own answers. But the computational engine is different. Every time we ask a question, the data for the answer is taken from the database, then computed and then returned. So all the data are in real time and made just for you. So if you want to compute, research, analyze, or even gain some knowledge, Wolfram Alpha is just for you. And I hope you liked and learned something from this video. If yes, just let me know it by your likes and your comments on my work. And don't forget to click on the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and thanks for liking this video. Bye.